Hello friends, this is Nurmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed camera review of the Redmi 4. So Redmi 4 was announced in India, and this will go on sale pretty soon, and this comes in three variants, the 2GB RAM 16GB storage variant at 6,999, and there is another variant at 8,999 which comes with 3GB RAM 32GB storage, and the final variant, that's top end variant, which is priced 10,999 for 4GB RAM and 64GB storage. So this phone competes in three different segments, below 7K, below 9K, and just above the 10K price segment. So we'll do a camera review and say how good the camera is for these price segments. So when you cross the 10K segment, the phone competes with the likes of the Honor 6X, which is almost priced 12,999, and there is also CoolPad Cool One, which is now 10,999, which is again a dual camera. So this phone competes in three different segments. It's an ultra budget phone as well, 6,999. It's a great value for money device with fingerprint sensor as well. So in this video we'll do a detailed camera review. So let's get started. So first up, let's see the specifications of the camera. So on the rear panel we have a 13 megapixel camera, 5-element lens, f-stop 2.0, face detection, autofocus, and there are a lot of filters also available. We have an LED flash also included. On the front panel we have a 5 megapixel camera with f-stop 2.2, and we have some filters, face recognition, and some additional features as well. Now let's open the camera interface of this device. So you can see this is the typical camera interface from Xiaomi. We have lots of additional features and modes included. At the top we have this auto flash mode. There is HDR. There's no auto HDR like other few phones from Xiaomi because it's a budget offering. And at the bottom we have a lot of filters included. So there is variety of filters to choose from. Then if you go to the modes, again plenty of modes included: panorama, time, audio mode, beautify, scene mode. Then manual mode is also included. In the manual mode we have control over white balance, ISO. You can change this option. You can turn off manual mode. And if you go to the settings panel of this camera, you can see some additional options. You can scan QR codes, enhance low light photos automatically. That's option available. Then picture quality can be set. Standard camera is 4:3 aspect ratio. Then we have face detection, show age and gender. Then anti-banding, some additional options also included. So that's the camera interface, pretty much the same camera what you see on other Xiaomi devices. Now the front camera is at 5 megapixel camera. You can just have a look at the 5 megapixel shooter, and we have some additional modes like timer and audio also included for the front facing camera. So that's the camera interface. So it's a quite good interface for a phone in this price segment. Definitely provides some really good options as well. So first let's have a look at the camera samples taken in daylight conditions. So in daylight conditions you can see the color quality looks quite good. The sharpness levels are also acceptable. Overall the detailing of the photos looks quite good in the daylight conditions. So here are some of the samples which we have taken in daylight conditions, and they have come pretty good. Now the close-up images also have come quite good, and the face detection autofocus worked pretty well. That's one good thing about this device. The focusing was pretty fast, and we didn't have any issues with focusing, so that's something really good for a budget offering. So the overall daylight conditions, the photos came out pretty well, and we are pretty much satisfied with the performance of the Redmi phone, and we would say it's a step ahead of the Redmi 3S, which was released last year. So Xiaomi has definitely improved the camera performance on this device, and definitely better than the Redmi 3S. And when it comes to low light performance, you can see some of the samples which were taken in low light conditions, and they've come again quite good. Although there is noise in the photos, the detailing and the overall colors looked quite well. Not a bad camera for a phone in this price segment, and the overall clarity of the photos taken in low light conditions were also acceptable. Although there was some noise, but considering this is a budget device, the overall clarity of the photos looked quite decent overall. The flash performance also was quite good, although there is no dual LED flash. It's a single LED flash and does the job pretty well. So overall the rear camera performed quite well. Now talking about how good is the performance when compared to other phones. For a phone priced 6,999, that's a base variant, we would say the camera is definitely good. We don't see too many devices in this price segment below 7,000 with great cameras. So for a budget offering, that's a 2GB RAM variant. If you're planning to get that, the camera performance looks really good. Now when it comes to the 8,999 variant, that's a 9,000 variant, again the performance is definitely good. Below 10,000 we don't have really great cameras, and for that price segment also this phone performed pretty well in terms of the camera experience. Now when it comes to the 10999 variant, that is one area where you shouldn't be looking at the camera aspect, because that's for the high RAM and storage variant, because it does not compete with the cool one or the Honor 6X. It's not that level, and when it comes to 10999 pricing, we wouldn't say this is a great camera, because at that pricing you get the cool one and also the Honor 6X. Both are really great cameras in this price segment, and for that segment this is not the ideal camera you should be looking at. But for that pricing, you get 4GB RAM and 64GB storage, so you shouldn't be looking at the camera aspect. But for the other two segments, we would say this is definitely good camera. Now the front facing camera again is a 5 megapixel shooter, does the job decently. The selfie camera is neither a disappointing one nor an overwhelming one. It's kind of an average performance with decent selfies, and you could do some social shares with the selfies. Not a really great stunning selfie camera, because it's a budget device. So now let's have a look at the video recording again. It has come quite well for a phone in this price segment, not a bad performer. So overall we would say for a price segment of 6,999 and 8,999, this is definitely a good camera to choose, because not too many phones offer such camera options and abilities in this price segment. But when it comes to the 10,999 variant, that's about 10,000, that's where the camera doesn't impress much, because we have a lot of the additional or better players in this segment, because the phone is entering a segment which is about 10,000, and at this segment this is not the best camera to choose. So if you're planning to buy the 8,999 variant or the 6,999 variant, we would say the camera is definitely above average, and we wouldn't be disappointed with the camera. But for a phone in the price segment of about 10,000, if you're looking particularly for the camera aspect, we would suggest you to look for better options. So that was the camera aspect of the Redmi phone. Hope this video was helpful, and if you plan to buy this device, you can pick it from Amazon, and we'll share the links in the description of this video. So that's all guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.